What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the CU04 YouTube channel. You are here after Carlisle United suffer yet another defeat in League One. It finished Carlisle United 1, Lincoln 3. In a bit of an odd game, to be honest. I thought the first half was one of the worst 45 minutes of football I've seen in a very long time from a Carlisle perspective. But then the second half was quite an enjoyable game of football, very end-to-end. Both teams having a few chances in that second half. But ultimately, I thought it came down to something really simple was if you don't take your chances, you're going to get punished. And at the end of the day, we did not take our chances at all. And Lincoln took their chances. And Lincoln, are up in the playoff positions because they do take their chances. I thought the team selection was a bit strange today, to be honest. Obviously, I've seen it, so I know what formation we played and everything. But for the first 20-25 minutes, I had no idea what formation we were playing. In the 15th minute, I was very confused when Jack Armour passed the ball to Jack Robinson. I didn't realise both our left backs were on the pitch at the same time. But I just couldn't understand what formation we were playing. Obviously, as I say, I've seen it now on Sky Sports and stuff. I've seen that it was a 4-4-1-1, but I just couldn't make it out in the game. Our midfield was non-existent. I think the missing of Dylan McGeoch was a massive miss today. The midfields are very balanced with him in it, and I'm not sure if that's an injury or what's with it, but very strange to change a winning team. That if you watch the game on Friday and then you watch this game on Monday back to back, you wouldn't think we were the same club because they were two completely different performances. I thought some of the substitutes that Paul Simpson made were very strange. Dan Butterworth was one of the best players on the pitch and he comes off first. But we'll get into that in a little bit later on. But we're starting off with the with the first half. Then, as I say, Dan Butterworth was very lively in that first half, and I've actually wrote in my notes. I'm very confused that we have Jack and Jack because I didn't really understand when I was watching it. I couldn't make out where Jack Robinson was supposed to be playing, to be honest. If he was a centre mid, if he was a left mid. Generally no idea. But so some good play from Lincoln. Don't get me wrong. I thought our defence could have been a lot more stronger with this, but some good play from Lincoln. I give them credit where it's due. The nice bit of move, a ball through the middle, a direct ball through the middle. He then plays it out to the wing. The winger crosses it in, back post, heads it down straight across the box for a tap in to make it 1-0 to Lincoln. And as I say, look, you could look at our defence and it could have been a lot better, but it was a good move from Lincoln, to be fair. Credit where it's due. But again, I've just got in my notes here that the midfield all over the place. I'm not sure what formation we were playing. In Lincoln, it was too simple for them. They were just playing one ball and it would break our team. They'd have the ball in the semicircle, play one ball, and all of a sudden they're on the edge of the box. And I think a big difference, and I've thought this throughout the season, I've mentioned it a few times, the big difference today, and I think they said it on Radio Cumbria when I was driving home as well, is the sharpness, the directness. Lincoln were just direct. Get the ball, turn, off you go. Get the ball, turn, pass. Straight away, direct at your goal, attack. Carlisle are not sharp enough to do that. They're not direct enough. We struggle. We take too long trying to make our mind up what we're going to do with the ball, and by the time you've made your mind up, the option's gone. There's a few occasions today with Jack Robinson, Jack Ellis. They've got the ball. You can see where it needs to go, but then 15 seconds later, it's gone because they've took too long to decide. Lincoln's number 7, I think it was Hackett or Beckett, whatever he's called. He was fantastic. He just got the ball and just turned and then ran a goal every single time, and that was the problem. And at the end of the day, we didn't have that pass that penetrated the back line where Lincoln did, and it was too easy. We were second to every single ball, and then we had a corner late on in the first half, which the goalkeeper punched out and it fell to Harrison Neal, who basically clears it over the stadium. It doesn't really trouble their goal at all. A really, really poor half of football for Carlisle United. Probably the highlight of the half was Sam Lavelle turning at someone at the east stand and giving him a bit of stick. So that was probably the best moment of the second half, and he, funny enough, actually did it again after his goal. And his mates haven't really covered themselves in glory on Twitter either, which it sums our season up when stuff like that's happening. It's ridiculous that our captain feels the need to be doing things like that. But going into the second half then, and as I say, it was a completely different second half to what the first half was. And I must say, a lot of people saying, "Oh, Paul Simpson's lost the dressing room. Paul Simpson's done this." Bloody hell, Paul Simpson can motivate a dressing room. I can tell you that much, because there you came out in that second half, and that first 10 or 15 minutes were unbelievable. It was just a Carlisle attack, 100 miles an hour. Great cross from Jack Robertson, John Mellish with a free header, but really good save from their goalkeeper, who was a big lad, to be fair. He came in for Lucas Jensen, who had went down injured in the warm-up, and he came in and he had a really good game, to be fair, their goalkeeper, but he was absolutely huge in between the sticks. From the resulting corner, Jack Arm had an opportunity which he hit over the bar, and we had more chances in that first 90 seconds of the second half than we did in the entirety of the first half. And they just kept coming. Dan Butterworth went through, hit the post, really unlucky from Dan Butterworth. Lincoln looked nervous, to be fair. They looked like, where's this come from type of thing. We were quite comfortable in the first half, and now we're not. After we had the Dan Butterworth opportunity against the post, there was quite a few half chances for Carlisle. It just seemed to be cross comes in and it was a half chance, comes back out, half chance. There was just chances everywhere, and then I'm not sure who it was. I want to say that it was Harrison Neal, but I might be wrong. Harrison Neal, as we can now see on your screen here, Harrison Neal kicks it against Dan Butterworth and leads Lincoln onto a counter-attack, which, to be fair, they took the counter-attack really well to make it 2-0. Sort of sums up our season, how it started though, but I was recording from the corner and then I seen the attack and I just kept recording, and obviously, as you can see there, Lincoln went and put it in the back of the net to make it 2-0, which settled the game a little bit for Lincoln. As I said, looked a bit nervous until that point, but they 2-0, you're sort of looking at Carlisle and thinking, can't really see us coming back into that. We still had a few chances, don't get me wrong. Dan Butterworth with an unbelievable volley, thunderous volley, great save from their goalkeeper. I think it led to a corner, definitely, but I can't think of what it was. I think it was from a corner. It comes in and Butterworth watches it drop and just volleys it, and it's a great save from their keeper. And then Dan Butterworth gets substituted, which I thought was a very strange substitution. I thought, obviously, nice to see Georgie Kelly make his home debut and everything. And, Georgie Kelly looked a handful, to be fair. I think he could be a really decent player in League Two for us. But I'm not sure why Butterworth came off. He was the only person that looked like scoring today. He was the one with the little bit of creativity we've been dying out for. But, I'm not the manager, and that's what it was. And then we had a few corners sort of back-to-back. I think there was 3 or 4 corners back-to-back, but nothing really came from them. Then there was a great chance for Luke Armstrong. He touches it down, turns his man, and then unfortunately just doesn't get enough power on the shot. And it's straight at their goalkeeper. And it stays there at 2-0. But there's a bit of a shambles in the box, and it falls to Sam Lavelle to make it 2-1. For Carlisle. It's a good finish from him, to be fair, but say just a bit of a shambles. And then Sam Lavelle gets the touch to put it into the back of the net to make it 2-1. And then you're going into the game, and you've seen it in the past at Brunton Park. We get a goal around the 80th minute. There's only one goal in it. Can we go off and go and get a result? You've seen it against Rochdale last season. You've seen it in the past this season as well with Burton and Port Vale and teams like that. Unfortunately, we couldn't go and get anything. There was a free kick for Lincoln just inside the 90 minutes where their player flicks it on, and it's come off the post, come off Harry Lucy's post, and we've been saved there. And then for some reason we had 8 minutes of added time, which I have no idea where they came from, to be honest. And then the really frustrating part about it was we just didn't get back at them, really. We were giving away silly fouls. Ben Barkley gave one away, Jack Diamond gave one away, and then Josh Emmanuel on the edge of the box gives away a stupid free kick, gets a yellow card for it as well. And, I started recording because you knew by Harry Lewis's position that was going in the top corner, that free kick. And lo and behold, it did go in the top corner. It was 3-1, a great free kick from their lad. And to be fair, nothing against the free kick. It was a really good finish in that top corner from Bishop for Lincoln, but you knew it was going in. I just thought that, again, I'm not a goalkeeper or anything like that, but I just thought that the positioning of Harry Lewis was too far to his left hand side, which allowed that right hand side to be open, and then, you know, a great free kick, to be fair, to make it 3-1. And to be fair, that was the game done. That's our season done. Our relegation party will begin on Saturday against Northampton. But, you know, there's not a lot of positives to take on the pitch. I did think, you know, it's an improvement on some performances we've had this season. We're definitely attacking more. We're definitely creating more opportunities. But football is a very simple game. If you don't take your chances, you're not going to win the game of football. And unfortunately, you know, Lincoln took their chances and we didn't. And that's the difference between a team that are currently 6th in the league in the playoffs and a team who are 24th straight back to League Two. But yeah, great to see all the retro kits, as I say, though. I mean, I've seen some kits today that I didn't even know existed, to be honest, and everything like that. So some great retro kits about. Really good scheme from the lads who got it backed and everything, and you know, Rob with the prints and everything like that. So well done to everyone involved with that. Really good to see, but unfortunately Carlisle, as we've said, fall defeat 3-1 at home against Lincoln. There are some clips in the video, as always. It's going to be a very long video because I've spoke now for 11.5 minutes, but there is Lincoln's second goal and third goal in this video if you want to stick around and watch that. But thank you so much for watching. I have been CU04, and I'll see you in the next one.
Today, so gentlemen, some days on the 13th of April,